Hi, this is Tim of the 1916 Company. Welcome and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email us Team Mosso at the1916company.com for purchase pricing and availability questions regarding this watch. And today we are discussing a Rolex Certified Pre-Owned Oyster Perpetual Day-Date II. This is the reference 218206 in platinum with the distinctive ice blue dial that Rolex reserves for its platinum watches. So the timepiece is part of a model line that was made between 2008 and the very beginning of 2015 when it was supplanted by the Day-Date 40. The timepiece is larger than the Day-Date 40, and this is a scrambled series example, which means it's part of the later production post-2010. So in terms of dimensions, the Day-Date 40 is only 1 millimeter smaller, but it's much tinier because of this dimension, the end-link to end-link dimension. So on a Day-Date 40, the total distance across the wrist is about 47.7, but on this Day-Date II, the total distance across the wrist is a truly meaty, ready for this, 53.4. It is a broad watch across the wrist, and from lug to lug, 49.4 millimeters, a 21 millimeter spacing in between the lugs, but it's thin, as it's only 12 millimeters thick. It is massive too. I put this one on my scale, and with all the links you see in the bracelet, minus the hang tag, it was 274 grams, which is bomber. So this timepiece is large. We're gonna put it on my wrist, which is 16 centimeters in circumference. You'll get a sense of how it fits. Now I can wear this. I don't want to give you the wrong idea. It's bigger than the Day-Date 40, but it's not too big. It's got a lot of presence on a wrist my size. I would actually say if your wrist is my size or larger, you're just fine. Taking a look down the barrel, you can see that the lugs are inboard of the edge of my wrist. From over the top, you can see it's pretty much out the edge, but not beyond. And it is a very slim watch with a sloped bezel, so with that sloped profile, a sleeve will ramp up and over it. So 16 centimeters circumference and up, game on. The watch has the President bracelet, which has been part of the Day-Date series since it debuted in the mid-1950s. Now, the watch is often nicknamed the President or the Presidential because of the type of premier statesmen who have historically owned them. But that's a nickname. It's always been the Day-Date. The bracelet, however, is called the President, and it's robust like the 3-link Oyster, but it's also got that short link souplesse and good ventilation like you find on the 5-link Jubilee dress bracelet. So it's got some characteristics of both. There's a conforming end link, and then the bracelet does taper down towards the end. You can see flanks are polished, shoulders are satinated, the center links are polished, and then we have removable links which are fixed in place using screws, and you can see we've got an array of those on each side. Now this version of the crown clasp features a beacon hook system, so you can see these two things latch together, and then there's this pivoted lift lock that you have to lift to unlatch it. So it's not simply snapped together by a frictional fit, it's quite secure. And of course, the crown clasp, famous because the 5-point coronet is the only mark of demarcation between the two sides of the clasp. There's no obvious external clasp body. You can see the clasp internal is polished and media blasted. Some adhesive stickers in here. That's just adhesive. Don't be dissuaded. One interesting feature on the 218206 was that it was the first Rolex watch to get ceramic-coated bracelet pins, so the pins inside these links that hold them together. On the platinum version of the Day-Date II, they were coated with ceramic as a sort of test to see if ceramic-coated pins would cure the age-old problem of bracelet stretch. The idea being that the platinum, or the gold, going forward would not be able to wear down the ceramic-coated pins. But the gold versions of the Day-Date II didn't get the ceramic. Wouldn't be until the Day-Date 40 that all versions of the bracelet got the ceramic-coated pins. So if you're shopping at Day-Date II, only the platinum model like this gets the ceramic-coated pin. And it worked. These do not stretch, and by stretch I mean the pins inside them do not wear down. The case is simple. We've got a Rolex twin lock crown in platinum, you know, because it has that cycloptic single dot. Screw down crown, we've got the Oyster screw and case back, so all this is 100 meters water resistant. Cyclops eye over the date. Speaking of Cyclops, it is a magnifier system. Now, this is of the double quickset generation of Day-Dates, so I'll demonstrate what that means. It means you have a quickset for the date. Notice those serif intensive numerals. Then you've also got a quickset for the day. So you can set them both, pull the crown, stop seconds, automatic winding, bidirectional, 48-hour power reserve, 4 Hertz, 31 joules, COSC certified Swiss chronometer movement inside, and it's got a full balance bridge and a free sprung balance for shock resistance. It's got an overcoil hairspring for isochronous operation in every physical orientation with respect to gravity. And that hairspring is made of a blue oxidized niobium zirconium Rolex calls Powerchrome Blue that is very anti-magnetic. So this watch has a lot of features to its credit. And the movement in here is a unique caliber 3156 that was only ever used in the Day-Date II. Taking a look at the dial, of course, we talked about ice blue, and it's grown more saturated and distinctly blue over the years. The earliest versions of it were almost silver, so this is actually quite saturated, bright, and distinctly blue, all the more so by virtue of the blued Roman numerals and the hands at center. And you can see that the hands for the hours and the minutes are faceted for better contrast. We also have a chemin de fer, or a railroad track outboard, featuring marks for reading the individual seconds and minutes, so there is quite a lot to love. And of course we have the Rolex confidence ring inside the bezel. Massive in platinum. If you love this watch, reach out to Team Mosso at the1916company.com for purchase and pricing details. Rolex Certified Pre-Owned watches are backed and authenticated by Rolex. Should any reconditioning be necessary, it will be to a Rolex Certified standard, and any parts invested, Rolex Factory Original. Should the initial retail box, paper, and accessory set still accompany the watch, it will be included with the sale. But no matter what, a Certified Pre-Owned box and paper set starts with an outer box, a leatherette travel pouch with suede lining, a warranty card that embodies the 2-year globally valid Rolex-backed warranty. Note this is not a retail warranty, but backed by Rolex and actionable at any of its authorized points of sales and service. A leatherette wallet includes the warranty terms and conditions manual. A holographic hang tag marks this as a certified pre-owned Rolex watch, and a manual details Rolex's values as a company. The certified pre-owned program, care, feeding, service, and use of your Rolex, locations of points of sales and service, and details of Rolex.com. Rolex certified pre-owned watches are backed only by Rolex.